Being authentic is the scariest thing possible because there's a fear of being rejected for who you really are. If you get rejected as your authentic self, the reason that is so scary is because you're not hiding behind a shield or a veil. Like, it's the real you. I'm a psychotherapist and I use something called solution-focused brief therapy, which is a way of doing psychotherapy that highlights clients' strengths, resources, and helps them pursue their desired outcome rather than focus on their problems that they're trying to fix. When you heal in pursuit of your desired outcome, that inherently addresses the problem. But a lot of professionals misunderstand it. I remember having a job at a community agency, and they were not pleased that I was doing solution-focused work. The families I was seeing, they were very pleased, and they were reporting to the caseworkers that the services they were receiving from me were making a massive difference. But my boss was still saying she did not want me doing solution-focused brief therapy. In fact, they threatened my job. When I entered into this field, I was confused, and I wasn't really sure what steps to take. And as a consequence, I wasn't intentional about the actions I was taking. And I tried to fit in more than I tried to be myself. And after a while, I realized I can't function like this. Like, I have to be me. And I remember there was that moment where you have to like decide, am I going to listen or am I going to follow my heart? And I'm so glad that I followed my heart, because now, like, it's led me down a path that I literally can't believe. Like, I've written multiple books and I've traveled around the world giving lectures, and I've built a successful therapy practice, and I'm so blown away. Like, I'm doing comedy with Tiffany Haddish and building a television show, and I've been interviewed on The Breakfast Club twice, and so many other things I could list. But it goes all the way back to, if I had listened to all of the people that told me I couldn't and or shouldn't be doing solution-focused work, none of that would have happened. And none of that was actually the goal. My intentional step was, I'm just gonna keep doing solution-focused work, and whatever it brings me, it brings me. Because I knew this is the way I want to be working with clients, this is the way I wanted to be talking to people, and this is the difference I wanted to make in the world. And it's taken me way farther than I ever thought possible. And I know it's because I started being intentional and I started being my authentic self. I know it's because I started representing who I am. Instead of worrying about how everybody else builds their business, I started worrying about how I want to build a business that facilitates my life and fits with who I want to be. And it worked. It took off. I started writing more books and getting more audiences and getting on more stages and getting access to bigger platforms and bigger opportunities. And I know it's because I was being intentional about the way I was taking action. So be courageous, push through, and be your real self. The right people will love and accept you, and everyone else doesn't matter.